Welcome. This is Army 2 Willis, and we're playing the latest update of Universim. There's been a lot of changes. There's actually a storyline and some commentator. There's a storyline our intro, I should say, in the beginning, and there's a commentator. I like how they have the day-night cycle reader here that tells us exactly how much day and night and how long before the next part of the cycle hits. That's pretty cool. We still get wind direction, which is also a cool thing. As for other changes, I haven't really seen yet. I know they still build houses on their own. As to your building, the tech tree works a lot differently now. Now it's an actual tech tree instead of, random research popping up. Which I was starting to get used to that random research setup, so that's something that's changed that it'll take some getting used to again. But I'm still in the early process of rebuilding, utilizing the new update. We're actually playing this on Steam, so for those of you that are interested, it is on Steam now. It is released on Steam. I don't know if it's complete release product, but it's early access, I believe, on Steam. So that's the thing. It exists. It's a lot further than it was before. And like you, I'm excited to see what's new, what they've added. So let's get back to it. It looks like we are finishing up the archive as we speak. And then we're going to come over here and try to get this water pump finished. Take a look at the planet that we're on. They actually showed some aliens in space with creatures and stuff like that, which was pretty cool because that's something that I was talking to you guys about in previous episodes, like how you'll be able to travel to other planets in space. I don't know if the game is that far where we can go to space, but being that they showed another planet and they showed the galaxy and the universe and the solar system we're in and different planets and stuff, I'm willing to bet that the opportunity to go that far exists. So it looks like we're still on a population of 2 and looking to increase. My 2 people means that it slows down. Oh, look at this mail. Dear creator, we don't mind to sound like we're complaining, but we're having a tough time doing all the work with just the 2 of us. Is there any way we can expand our civilization, bring in a few extra helping hands? I sincerely hope there is an easy way of going about this, one that does not involve months of discomfort and weird cravings followed by hours of excruciating pain.
Nuggets are all unique to one another. Although there are some things that are shared between nuggets, these include the need for certain essentials like food and water, a stable roof over their heads, and an occasional nap. They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
So I don't think we're going to need a reservoir anytime soon. I'll probably wait. Yeah, I'll probably wait on the reservoir. Just because our civilization's only 2 people for now. And that doesn't give us access to very much. We're going to try to make roads as straight as possible. I think I already messed up when I placed this down. But we do what we can. We do what we can.
Oh, would you look at that? A little baby nugget. Aren't they adorable when they're young? Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all. Plus, they will soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
So we just conquered another piece of research. A calendar would be nice, but I think cooking would be even nicer for now. I do really want to get to so that's an end tree, divine punishment, and they should be something that just pops up and you can have. So I'm starting to see how they're. So you need watchtowers to get a dash. Oh, nice. So you need both education and material refinement to get mathematics. We're definitely going to want those that branch off of education. It's kind of important. Oh, you get the ability to give them last names. It's not there yet, but it's coming soon. Celebrations. That's probably going to be helpful getting group meals. Some interesting things. So, updates on me. I am currently in the process of trying to start a VR company. And at the same time, you know, those of you that know I have a family, so there's that. And I'm also going to school. So I kind of filled my plate up in terms of things to do, but it's all for the better in the long run, I believe. So I'll really try to stay on top. I have a deep schedule now instead of just frolicking about in life like, yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm kind of sticking to a stricter schedule, so I'll try to get content to you guys on a more regular basis, especially now that there's more fruitful updates coming with Universim. The cool thing is they had an email come to me a while back where they asked me to submit a name so that a said monument or whatnot would appear in the game that'll be named after me since I'm a supporter of the game. And I thought that was really cool to possibly have something in the game that'll have your name. So it
This
should.
water pump system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
$21 million gallons of water. we can name regions. I'd call that Tri-Lake. Call that Bi-Lake. So we're still technically not really using water at the moment. But what I would like to do oh crap. I can already see this turning into an issue. We have 4 adults. Oh, look at that. That's almost where it needs to be. Probably put some reservoirs and on the backside some bunkers just to light up the centerpiece. And then here, education and other stuff you would find in a downtown area. And then we'll spiral out. Then eventually, I guess I'll have to put a pump here on Bi-Lake. That's the Tri-Lake pump. It does get annoying getting stuff to tell you something every 5 seconds.
Let's hope that nuggets don't overreact to the falling leaves this year.
So literally it's a hole in the ground. I guess it upgrades into better water system. Yeah, I'm gonna start branching all 3 directions at once. We got the Odawan toolkit. After that, we'll progress to storage, which is vital, and I'll probably put that in the center before schools, just to keep all materials centralized so that it's ease of access. I mean, you try to build a city as straight as you could possibly make it, but things happen. Oh. Does that really have a drool face on it? Yeah, that's... I hope they're not dumb enough to eat that. See, I couldn't even see that house that they had built right there. So there's a radius on these repair huts. Let's get your house built as a priority, and we'll work on the fishing hut later because there's only 4 of you guys. There's no need to rush. Let's definitely reduce hunger needs because that's vital. And we'll do something about cooking time, and I'll come back and focus on those 2 later. Down here, that's a reservoir upgrade, which means you need refined materials, so I would need all the way up there, so I can't get that for a while.
You look a little confused. Don't worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time, on your own, without bothering me.
So you have the do not show tips button, and they still show tips. Alright, we got 2 new nuggets. That's cool beans. It's definitely getting to winter time. Starting to get cold. It seems like, I don't know if it's a Steam version or if it's just an update, but it seems like they build houses slightly smarter.
Civilization eventually learns how to make a decent cup of coffee.
Okay, now that he's done commenting. It seems like they've learned to place buildings in smarter places. Because before, they'd have a house like way out here somewhere, far away from where they should be. Still don't control where they place their houses, but hey, I'll take it. It's smarter than where they've been placing houses. No, wait. I would like to have the fishing pier complete. And then, we're gonna complete that. Actually, two warehouses should be good enough for now.
What are you, some sort of fairy godmother? get that nugget a fresh pair of underwear?
Ma! Help, Ma!
See, now that they actually have that working, it's so much easier to do than before. If I do say so myself. We'll cut the fishing pier off until we can actually get somebody to fish. Which one? Is it this one? Okay. Let me... do that, and let's put some pep in their step. You guys aren't working fast enough.
You won't get much done without creator points.
That's what I'm talking about. What? This a temple? Let's make Elu. Say she the smarter of the two and make her the engineer. And then let's go to Ade. And he'll start being the one to save. See how the old YouTubes is right here? We're just gonna go ahead and delete all of these.
The archiver wants to know if you'd prefer being remembered as mediocre or middling.
That's what I do. As your God. FYI, I will expect sacrifices. Once a week. Chumok's an idiot. Excuse me. I really think Chumok's an idiot. He ran off, almost got eaten by wolves. Somehow, I was able to save him. So this is something I'm curious about. Like discovering bowls and charcoals on their own. What do these discoveries that these nuggets make on their own actually do? There should be a deeper explanation of this, or a way for them to show us exactly what that does. Even when I had tips cut on, the announcer guy didn't say anything or nothing popped up. So that's a curiosity I would like to have quenched. No food, no herbs. That way we can start actually doing something productive. Education is important, and it looks like probably won't even do any upgrades with hunting for a while. I mean, we got food, it ain't great, but actually, I think we should have somebody as, we'll give Adam the job of fishing. Across from each other, we'll have New Illyria. What city? This city?
Things are beginning to look green and happy again. Let's take a moment to appreciate it before you do something wrong.
Our production of people is up. Food stocks are starting to get low, so we're gonna have to definitely do some cooking. Better water source. That's what I'm talking about. Make them believe. We'll give Eve the engineer job too. We have a lot of women engineers. There's nothing wrong with that. I just didn't realize I picked a woman to be an engineer again. Food, herbs, wood, stone, advanced material, and then eventually we'll move, because I want it to be close to the mountains so we can utilize this. Another mountain here. One for farming. Probably a farm here, something like that. Probably not there, because I think that's, yeah, it's a strong stone quarry, so that's actually good for something. All right, so we need a plan. Grass weaving. That's the thing. Chumok has a family? What is this?
I can't say I'm a fan of nugget delicacies, but it should keep everyone relatively alive and happy. They do seem to brew some interesting beverages, though.
Let's make him
Apologies.
Okay, so cooking oils is researched. So, okay, we'll get material refinement and we'll come back around and get lures and stuff because we want fishing to be a prominent food source before we build the Hunter's Lodge, which is probably going to go right here. I'm trying to neatly place everything I build in the city. Trying to, at least.
Your balance has hit 0. Please top up before attempting to use any further powers.
I'm only a point away. Don't you guys have enough children? So we're working on getting a witch doctor. And we're working on getting the forecast tower, which would preferably require somebody of intelligence. Because that's about all I can fit in that space. We'll have to get a school in and some other stuff, and then shoot past that for some stuff too. Let's see. Hmm. Requires a gas mine. Yeah, I'm not gonna go combustion. I'm gonna try to go eco-friendly. Where's solar power? So that's not in yet. That's not in yet. These are in, which means I won't have to worry about those. Keep the nuggets busy.
The summer sun is excellent for slow roasting a few nuggets.
A new hut being built. I like it. We're probably going to need another one of these up here. Because having ease of access to water is useful. What's that? Did we unlock something? A hospital. That also can be useful. We'll install one of those right there. And we have a free slot. Oh, that's so important. education. Oh, they don't, do they? Well, let's fix that. Let's take care of these water problems early.
I'm glad to see you taking such good care of your subjects.
Most believe I exist. Still those that don't know I'm here. We have the wood. They're building that so they have more ease of access to water. They'll be busy building for a while. What else is there to research? A bunker would be useful. Let's get cooking utensils. Can this be upgraded yet? No. And it just provides 20. Prioritize. At least everything we wanted got the wood where it needs to be. We just need to get this pump up and running so we have more water. We have nothing in the reservoir because we have no way of putting it in the reservoir currently. Oh yeah, they're quite effective at doing their jobs. those nuggets. I want to eat a nugget farm. Probably put one here and here. Or one there, one here, one here. So as I know they're building their communities in tight knit areas, like they're sticking to this area as a community area. And I'm trying not to interrupt what they're doing, because that's 3 more huts going up in this community. It's pretty cool. They didn't do what they were doing before. Like they'll build like 6 huts over here, and then like 4 guys will just go way over here and start building a hut, and you'd be like, "What's going on?" Anyway, that wraps up our first episode. I thank you guys for watching. Catch us in episode 2.